Graham, a few weeks off, winter break. How have things been, and how's training been over the last week or so?
Yeah, we had a week off. We gave the lads a bit of a break from the rigours of football, and then came back. It was a difficult first week because training pitch and stuff, but we got enough into them, and then we've trained fully for the last 10 days, preparing for tomorrow's game. And so it's my first experience of a winter break. It's usually game every 2 or 3 days, but it's been different. It's been good. I think it's been important for our players to sort of just take a breather for the first part and sort of assess what we've done in the first part of the season, and then work on where we can improve for the second part of the season, because we feel there is still room for improvement. But we've got a big game tomorrow night, and we're obviously approaching that in the right way.
It's the first time I've spoken to you since you signed your new contract a week or so ago. Congratulations. How do you feel putting pen to paper with Motherwell, and you see your future here long term, of course, after signing that deal? Yeah.
If there is such a thing in management as long term, but it's no. I thought I had a great conversation with Alan Burrows about what we were trying to do here at Motherwell. It's a brilliant job for me. I've loved every minute. I couldn't believe it was a year when it came up to a year. I couldn't believe how quick it had gone. I think I'd love to continue the progress that we've made in the last 12 months. And we spoke about extending my contract, and it was really quick and easy to do. I had a good conversation with the chairman, and I think what we have here at Motherwell is everything we need to be successful, without the vast amounts of money that people in football think dictates whether you win or lose, which I feel, and I think everyone else at Motherwell feels it's about more than that. And I think we have all the ingredients outside of that to create a winning team, to enjoy our jobs, to make the fans look forward to coming into games and watching their team. And for me, it was a real simple decision, and concluded really quickly. So I think there was a real want from and real positive sort of feeling from both sides, and it was great to get it done. So and when I look at the last 12 months, it's I come into work every day. I love coming into work. I work with great people every day. The players have been fantastic to work with, but like I said, I still feel there's room for improvement. But everyone's on board. We're trying to make those improvements happen. I think it's so for me as a manager, I'm really looking forward to that next phase.
In 2021, you were statistically the best team outside the big two in the country in terms of points in the league. So a really successful year for you, and you want to keep improving on that. And I know that you're not one for looking at the table halfway through the season or anything, but how do you set targets to improve for the year ahead?
Look, they're in-house with the staff only. We don't pass them on to the players. I think I know what this team is potentially capable of, the potential in it, but we have a lot of work to do to realise that potential. So the calendar year has been excellent from the team, the club. But the football is from August to May. It's not a calendar year, and that's what we have to do. We have to put a full season together of good results to sort of achieve the things that we want to. So I like talking about them after, whether we did them or not, rather than putting them out there, because I feel the players just need to do what they've been doing, and that's focusing on the next game. It's so important for them to understand that we just have to go into every game as competitive as we can be, and leave all the other planning stuff for me and the staff and the board to focus on.
I've just got to ask you, finally, from me, plenty of business going on in the transfer window. What's the latest with Tony's situation? Do the club have any preference with how it's going to be handled over the next few weeks?
I think we've agreed a fee this morning with Dundee United for Tony. So at some point today, Tony will be a Dundee United player, and that's where it is. We had a conversation on Saturday after we trained, me and Tony, and over the weekend the club have agreed a fee which we find acceptable, and I think that's just getting officially done as we speak. So that's where it is.
You think that's the best for the club, just to get the fee, get them out, and maybe bring in another striker perhaps, or bring in more players with that money?
Everything we do is the best for the club. That's what I'm. My responsibility is, that's what we're in control of. So everything we do is with the club's best interests at heart, and the teams. And so we knew of the potential situation. We knew in the summer where he was going, and we decided on a course of action which we would be content with. And if it happened, we were happy for him to go. If it didn't, then we were happy for him to stay. And it's turned out we were happy for him to go because all that criteria was met. And now we move on to the next stage, which is the game tomorrow. With the players we have, we're not looking for a direct replacement of Tony. We feel we have the players already here at the club to keep the results going, and that's where we are.
Obviously, in that number 9 role, Tony Van Veen was in good form, really good form before the break. Connor Shields is really coming out in game as well. You must feel that those two have got another chance now to hammer down a starting place as well.
Yeah, well, I think Kev's been unfortunate because I think he's missed. His first part of the season so far has been a little bit stop-start to injury and suspension, he understands what we want from the team now, what we want from each individual. We know 100% he's capable of that, and so we just need to keep him as fit as possible and to play. We know what a top player he is. Connor Shields has been working exceptionally hard to get his opportunities. He's had his opportunities as well and scored. We have Jordan Roberts back, which is a big one for us as well. And we have Justin, who's got up to speed with what we have to do, how we do things here. We brought Ross Tierney in from Ireland. So we feel we've got some real good options in those forward areas. And we feel that the how we play, the tactical side of it, how we approach games, that we will continue to score goals and win games. But each individual adds into that, and every player that's played for us this season has played their part in our results, and that's how I see the game. That's how I see us going forward. I think we've always got to be. It's our philosophy, our approach has always got to be about the team. It's the team that wins games, and that will never change while I'm the manager. It's how I see football. If it was about individuals, we'd be playing tennis or snooker. We play a team sport, and it's always about the team.
Is Ross somebody you see as playing in that front three rather than the midfield?
Yeah, I think he's one of the things why we tried to sign him in the summer, and then we eventually got it done, was we feel he's capable of playing various positions, all in an attacking threat. But we see that with we like to look at players, if they're just designed to play in one particular position only, we tend to steer clear. We want to play sign players and have players that are adaptable, that can play in at least two of the roles that we see in our team. I think it allows us to keep a tighter squad. We don't have to have a massive group of players to cover all the positions. I think we can use the same players to play in different positions. So we've seen that this season with several players, and I think it's been underpinning how we've done this season, is because we've got a real good, strong group of players, not overly big, but certainly together and certainly unified in what we need to do on the pitch.
And, Ross and Liam, are they ready to play if needed tomorrow night?
Which Liam? We've got about 3 Liams.
Liam Shaw, the new players.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry. You've just been speaking to Liam, haven't you? So yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Look, I think what we've done. Obviously, Ross has been playing all season, so he's had a little bit more of a break over Christmas, because we wanted to let him recover from his previous season. But he's match ready. Liam Shaw, we know, is match ready. He's been in Celtic squad a lot of times. We've played some 11v11s and a bounce game in the break, and he's played in those. So yeah, he's fit enough to come into the selection picture straight away. So we wanted players that we felt were ready to go. I remember last season we were at this stage and we brought in a lot of players that hadn't played a lot of football, and it was difficult for us and difficult for those individuals. But we feel that a couple of additions we've got are ready to go in, so that strengthens our hand.
Graham, going back to your squad there, you brought 3 in. How many more do you feel you need, or do you think you're quite happy what you have?
Yeah, I'm quite happy with what we've got. I think if I look at the board, we have competition in all the positions, which is really important for us. We're always looking. We haven't stopped looking. I know the window goes from there to there, but in between there's a lot of work, a lot of analysis on players. We always understand that we can't be over reliant on any individual, so we've always got counter targets for any upcoming issues or players leaving or players coming. So for us, we feel we have to just constantly try to improve. So if we, even if we're not looking at a position, but someone comes along who we feel can improve us as a club and as a team, then we look to do something. So that will continue to be the case. We don't go from one window to the next with different plans. We try to have a consistency in our work, that we've always got players targeted and identified that we can hopefully bring in when the time is right. Sometimes it's now, sometimes it'll be the summer, and that's how we'll continue work. But we feel that the additions we made are good, and if there's anyone out there that we feel can improve us again, then we'll try to do something.
And looking to tomorrow's game, you're on a bit of form, they feel they're on a bit of form. How do you see the game going?
Yeah, I think I said early in the season, after we beat Ross County here, it was probably at that point our toughest game of the season. I felt they were better than their results were showing, and I think they've proved that over the last couple of months. And we're under no illusions. It'll be a tough game for us, but I think we've done good things this season as well. I think every team that's come up against us has known they've been in a competitive game, and they've had to earn anything they've won against us, and that has to be the case tomorrow. But the players, they are in good form. We don't feel the break will hinder that. I think we've trained exceptionally hard in the meantime to make sure we keep those standards up. But we're aware of the task. Every Premiership game, it's real good opponents, good players, good managers, good tactics. The challenge is always there in every game, so our challenge is being up for that challenge every time. And I think the players are getting better at that. I think they're becoming more consistent with our approach to the game, and hopefully they're seeing the rewards of that approach.
And as you touched on, there was a bit, the break was brought forward early. Was it a good time to get a break for the players in terms of getting away from the rigours of match day football?
Well, our players were fine. We could have carried on playing. They're a fit group of players. They're determined, they're motivated. So for me, if we were, we'd planned to carry on playing because obviously the games were there. We'd have been fine going into that. But I think with what was happening off the pitch, I think it was important to have that break at the time. I'm glad of it because we went down to the 500 fans for that one game. If it had been like that for the next couple of games, it wasn't the same. We missed the supporters. This has given us the opportunity to obviously prepare for the next part of the season, but also the government's made a decision to bring the supporters back in. So it's beneficial on that side of it, really, to be honest. So it's only been that one game, but we all saw how important the supporters are to the game of football, and certainly to us as a club. So it's good to see them back in.
How's your squad looking? Have you had the chance to maybe people with niggles to recover, like Samantha Hara?
Their recovery, there's different players at different stages of recovery, but the thing is, it's not just we stop playing and then the risk to other players goes away, because we train at a real high intensity, we train at a competitive level, or we can't play like that. So I would say over the course of a season, I think there's as many injuries in training as there is in games. So you're always continually getting players with knocks and bumps and bruises. So, but we're in strong state at the minute with the numbers we've got. We've still got players missing, but certainly we've got enough to pick a good team and have a strong bench.